With the global pandemic, shortcomings in current remote learning tools have been made all too clear to many students and teachers worldwide, from schools and universities alike. EasyLearn aims to provide an all-in-one solution in response to these issues, combining timetabling, online assessments, virtual lesson streaming, recording and playback, along with textbook integration and automatic registration into one convenient application, allowing for the streamlined provision of online education. A user begins by logging onto their account with their institution's login details, and upon authentication is taken straight to their personal timetable.
The timetable window allows users to quickly access any feature of the software they require. Lessons, attendance history, upcoming assignments and their submission status are all displayed concurrently on the timetable, with the ability for custom colour coding. The primary component of EasyLearn are the virtual lessons, which the student can join by clicking on their upcoming lesson on the timetable. Lessons take the form of interactive video calls, where the student can see the teacher's and other students' webcams. The centre of the screen consists of resources loaded by the teacher to aid teaching. In this lesson, a virtual whiteboard is being drawn on by the teacher. The student can use the option buttons at the side to zoom in and out of the board or even download it as an image. The student can only edit the board when the teacher explicitly gives permission to them, otherwise the pen and eraser icons are greyed out. The teacher is also sharing a copy of a textbook, in which the student has the ability to zoom in and out, but can't turn the page, highlight text, or add annotations without the teacher's permission. Students also have their own copy of the same textbook which is unique to them, enabling them to highlight, add annotations, and turn the pages at will. This copy is saved to the institution's library database, such that the student can access their version of the textbook outside of lessons.
At the bottom right of the screen are a set of action buttons the student may wish to use during lessons. These encompass various functions, from muting themselves to raising their hand to get teachers' attention. When given permission, the student is able to share their screen, but this is limited to their EasyLearn window only, not their desktop. An overall volume slider and button to leave the lesson can also be found here. Above the action buttons is a chat box that allows for students and teachers to communicate with each other via text. More options can be found at the top of the screen, including toggling the webcam. Finally, the red circle indicates the lesson is being recorded. A consent button will appear when the teacher initiates the lesson recording. If the student does not click the button, their webcam and voice will be omitted from the recorded file.
The student then leaves the lesson and clicks on their upcoming assignment on the timetable. On this screen, we can see the deadline, time until the deadline, and the assignment summary and details. The student can upload their assignment according to the submission type, in this case a PDF. The student then returns to their timetable and logs out. We now see the system from a teacher's point of view. After logging in, we are brought to the teacher's timetable. Here, teachers have the same functionality as students, plus extra for things like setting assignments. Now we will see a lesson from the teacher's perspective, after one is started by clicking the upcoming lesson on the timetable.
Once in the lesson, teachers have access to the same features as students, but can also launch resources such as an interactive whiteboard or bring up textbooks. The teacher has the ability to mute and deafen students, as well as turn off anyone's webcam. The teacher can split students into groups and at the click of a button can take the attendance of all those present. They can also start and stop the lesson's recording using the button at the top of the screen. The chat log is automatically saved to the database at the end of the lesson for future reference if required. The teacher can also download the state of the whiteboard to use again next lesson. The teacher then ends the lesson and logs out of their account.
In summary, EasyLearn is an all-in-one solution to the problem of home learning for schools and universities around the country in the wake of COVID-19, where face-to-face teaching is no longer possible.